Proton badge has become quite a familiar sight on Motor Matters recently because they decided that we would test their 4 vehicles in the range back to back. And this is the last one. I could call it the final chapter in the Proton Saga. Being very corny, but yes, this is the Proton Saga. Not an SUV like the rest of the ones we've already tested. This is the compact budget entry-level sedan in their range. And it fits into a little market segment that is high demand for e-hailing, for ride sharing, for things like that, that need a sedan, a compact one, small and affordable. Most important. It comes in a range of 3 models. The base one is manual, you get the base automatic, and then you get the luxury automatic as we have here. So it's got a few touches on the luxury, the extra chrome trim over there, the daytime running lights, little features like that. And then as you come around, I don't know when last I drove a car with little 14-inch wheels, but you'll notice it is a very basic design alloy wheel as opposed to just a steel wheel with a cap. Again, that's the difference you get on the luxury model. There are a few other little touches you'll find with the luxury model. For example, when I open over here, just going to show you here first because you get height adjustment on the driver's seat. And these are some features you don't expect at this price point and this market point. That's why I'm showing them to you. Pop open the back door and you will notice with the driver's seat set for myself, as always, door opens nice and wide, by the way, which is a good feature. Let's just jump in the back seat quickly. Driver's seat set for myself, and I can't complain about legroom or headroom. Quite substantial and quite interesting. I'm noticing here the way the backrest is designed to create extra legroom for rear seat passengers. It's a tiny little fact, but it's quite a useful little feature. And look here, they even give you 2 USBs for the back seat. Again, just not what you'd expect when I tell you the price of the car. That's so important. Electric windows all round even. Nice touches. Let me phrase it that way. You come round to the back, and typically of this segment again, notice how stubby the boot is. Very, very short and stubby. I couldn't find a way to open the boot from outside, but there is a little lever by the driver's door. But look what it gives you for the boot. This piece is tiny, so I'm not going to climb into this boot because it's just very awkward. But look how deep it is over there. Goes all the way in. This is a very, very substantial boot for a little car. And congrats to Proton. Look at that. It may be a steel wheel, not an alloy to match the others, but a full-size spare wheel even. Pretty good, I must say. The Saga range is powered by a 1.3-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. Puts out 70 kilowatts, which is pretty substantial, but the torque figure is quite low at 120 Newton meters of torque. And you get a choice of a 5-speed manual or 4-speed auto as we're driving right now, obviously driving the front wheels. Let's check it out on the road and let's have a look inside.
My name is Michael Pashut and I'm the proud owner of Change Cars and the host of the TV show All Things Motoring. But I'm even prouder today to say that I work with Alan Rosenmeyer from Motor Matters, better known as the man with a hat. If you're looking for the best reviews on all new vehicles, Motor Matters. If you're looking for the best deals on new or used cars, changecars.co.za, where every car is sold by a 5-star rated manufacturer approved dealer.
Jumping in behind the wheel, the instrumentation obviously is basic. What do you expect? But it tells you what you need, and you ought to press that little button over there if you want to scroll through various functions. And we've done 250 kilometers on this test so far, and we're showing 7.2 liters per 100, which is actually surprisingly good for a car like this. I've got no complaints. I'll tell you more when on the road you will have seen a little bit of context of fuel economy in this car, but really I'm not going to complain about that. This is an urban car. It's for urban driving and around the city in particular, and no complaint there. Now, when last did you see a steering wheel with not a single button on it? This takes me back, that's for sure. But you know what? The controls are elsewhere and it's not serious. You've obviously got your electric window buttons on the door, as you'd expect. All that is exactly as expected and as normal. Luxury model gives you items like a screen in the center, but don't expect too much from it. It gives you your radio controls, it gives you everything you want, the sound, etc. But it is basic, and really I don't expect any more. I wouldn't ask any more of Proton. You come down over here, you've got your ESC button over there, you know, at your own peril, but again, with the lack of power, I don't think it makes that much difference. And a button I do like over there is press that one to lock all the doors or unlock. So thanks for that. Aircon below, and I've got to tell you, in the heat we've had for this last week, 38-degree heat, this aircon has worked, and it's worked well. So again, I'm very, very happy with that. And then below, note I showed you the USBs at the back. Well, one USB and a 12-volt socket at the front as well. Again, no complaint. There is a funny little opening over here that possibly could hold your cell phone. It has got a little bit of a grip finish to it, but I must be honest, I did find a lack of a cell phone spot. But again, I'm being very, very picky here. 2 cup holders and your gear shift. Now we need to talk on this one. It is a 4-speed auto. There is a position below drive, S for sport, which on a freeway, believe me, you want to use to hold the ratios a bit longer, etc., because otherwise it's going to be kicking up, kicking down, and hunting between the gears a lot of the time. But what do you expect from a small car with a small engine, etc., etc.? So I'm not going to actually hammer it that hard. Standard manual handbrake I'm happy with, and nice cloth seats. So it's got all the things you want. 2 airbags, it's got ABS brakes, it's got all of the things you want and expect in a car of this sort. The point being, I said at the start of the video, this is a tiny little niche segment of specific people who want a small sedan, has to have a boot, can't be a hatchback. And I could find 2 competitors in the market right now. The Honda Amaze and the Suzuki Desire. And at the top spec and automatic, they're all in the same price ballpark, with this one actually giving you a little bit more power, maybe not as much torque, and a couple of features which the others don't even give you. And in fact, I say around the same price. This one actually comes in at probably the best price of them with the spec level. And I've got to tell you also, backseat space is better in this one than I recall in the other 2 competitors. So those are important factors. You add on to the price maintenance or service plans as you wish, but I can tell you Proton's pricing for those is exceptionally good and, well, reasonable, as in lower than I expected it to be. If you're in this market and you want this, and I keep saying this, the little sedan, you've got a choice at the moment. I can think of 3, and this one certainly does feature in that respect. It's got all the features you want. It's got a couple of extras that I didn't expect. It's things like that that you want to look at. The base manual comes in at 210,000 Rand. You go to 230 for the lower auto, and 244 for this one as it is. A lot of car for that kind of money. So it really is a case of you pay your money, you take your choices, and you know what you're looking at and what you're getting. Drive it for yourself. That's my best advice. For Matters, I'm Alan R. See you next time.